It doesn't matter if it's a Google pic. And the Google pic is from probably from Kiwi Farms, which is doxing.
Yes, doxing. Yeah. Yes, dox, love. Dox angel.
Docs Angel.
Yes, dox. Dox angel. Yes, this is a real meal. Get used to it. If you don't like it, goodbye.
Does anyone know like where she lives?
Isn't this a surprise?
The cops, I'm sure the cops will find her. So people think it's okay for her, just because it's on Google, for her to bring it to the attention to her audience of 4,000 people. Somebody actually drove by my mom's house and did that.
I have no sympathy for her mom. I have no sympathy for that whole retirement home. I don't care. Does that make you mad? I have no sympathy for her mom.
Somebody actually drove by my mom's house and did that. Oh my God. Hi, may I place an order for delivery, please? Can I have a large poutine? And that's it. Oh, sorry. Bet you're a lot of fun at parties.
First, clear my schedule.
Hello everybody. In today's video, we're taking a look at two things. First of all, Foodie Beauty's husband's friend Murad went on a panel on a live stream and pretty much exposed, and this has already been clearly stated by other people, that Foodie Beauty and her husband are not really married. He actually explained the type of marriage that they have, and it's interesting to see the type of marriage that they chose. Yes, surprise, surprise, film at 11, Eyewitness News. They're not really truly married. How Foodie Beauty of you, Foodie Beauty. Okay, we're also going to take a look at a very ridiculous situation. Basically, Foodie Beauty started saying in multiple live streams, we're just going to take a look at one today, where she started accusing French Fried Gorl of driving by her house and taking photographs of her mother's house. As you saw in the intro, Chantal is accusing French Fried Gorl of driving by her mother's house and pretty much doxing her mother and putting her mother's home information out there to her audience, and she's accusing, Kiwi Farms of doing all of this stuff. Okay, so as you also saw, Chantal still has a live stream up. It is currently up, and it's not muted the way that I did, okay, of her doxing her own mom. She doxed her mother's address. I muted it out of respect for her mother. She didn't. You can still go and find half of the address on her platform, which is odd to me that you would not go in, Chantal, and mute that. So she's accusing French Fried Gorl and Kiwi Farms of doing this when she herself live streamed part of her mother's address. Didn't edit it out after posting the live stream, chose not to delete that live stream, and didn't even mute it. You can go in editing and mute it, okay? The thing is that Chantal herself has doxed her own members, asked people to, as you saw in the intro, to dox other members of her audience. And there's another clip that I just couldn't find right now that I promise you exists, where she actually asked her audience to dox her ex-non-boyfriend's new girlfriend's mom in the nursing home. So at the end of the day, this is the way that you behave, Chantal. You are famous for doxing and you're blaming others. French Fried Gorl clearly did not drive by your house. It's a Google pic. The Google picture that French Fried Gorl used for her thumbnail was taken in 2020. There's no way that she drove by your house in 2020. That doesn't even make any sense, okay? So you're wrong. You made up lies about her, and you're the biggest doxer on this platform. And then French Fried Gorl actually did a live stream with Chantal's mother's house and the thumbnail. And so basically Foodie Beauty says that she is going to be calling the cops on French Fried Gorl. The only problem with what she's saying is that more than likely, in my opinion, French Fried Gorl did not drive by your house and do that to you, because Google Earth pictures update often. And she's trying to prove that it was French Fried Gorl when it was just Google Earth pictures that are all over Google. So we're going to get into it. If you could not tell already, Everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only, not meant to be taken seriously. I'm sharing my own opinions, not facts, on public figures, what they're choosing to make public on the internet. I'm not comparing their stories to you. I'm just commenting on individual dramas that these public figures are making public. I would always urge you to try, if you can, to be kind in the comment section to these people. Please do not go to their channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging comments. Okay, so I briefly wanted to talk about the whole fake marriage thing. I'm going to be throwing up some screenshots from a video. I will link the video by Mo Translates in my description box. By all means, go and check it out. Basically, Murad, a man who is Foodie Beauty's husband's best friend, did a live stream. He said a lot of things, so that's why I told you to go and check out the video in my description box. But I basically want to focus on two things. The first thing he said is that Foodie Beauty and her husband have something called a Missar contract. I really hope I'm pronouncing it right. If I am not, I apologize. This is basically a type of marriage that, and I quote, after they did this Missar contract, they went to the courthouse and opened a legal case to get it switched to a, quote, actual marriage contract. Obviously, even Foodie Beauty's husband's best friend is saying that it's not a real marriage. They might even receive the actual marriage contract at the beginning of next month. If you Google what this marriage is all about, it is saying, this is from Wikipedia, a Missar marriage, again, apologize if I'm not pronouncing it properly, is a type of marriage contract allowed by some Muslims. The husband and wife, thus joined, are able to renounce some marital rights. Basically, the criticism of this marriage is that people pretty much do it to do only one thing, if you get my drift, that people can actually get this type of marriage contract to, you know what, to do that thing that people want to do together, right? Okay. So basically, Foodie Beauty's husband, friend, his best friend Murad, went on live stream and pretty much exposed everything that we already knew, something that even Milk Tea said. Milk Tea has still staunchly said, and I'll link Milk Tea's channel down below, that you cannot get married on a tourist visa. The point is, even Foodie Beauty's husband's best friend announced that they're not really legally married right now, that they will be in the future, possibly in March. So meaning that when Foodie Beauty extensively said to her audience that she was really married, girl, you a lie. She was lying. There's one more thing that I would like to draw your attention to. He basically said, and I'm going to throw up some screenshots, that Foodie Beauty's husband had a lot of beautiful women and he was dating a lot of girls and he no longer wanted that and he wanted to, settle down and everything. Okay. I'm sorry, but Chantal, you so mad at French Fried Gorl. Be mad at your husband and his friend. What is that supposed to mean? Well, I'm no longer, quote, no longer looking for, looks. Oh, well, come on. How many people here would be happy if they heard that their new husband's best friend said that? So Chantal, I will be severely worried about what your husband is saying, what your husband is saying to his friends, and what they're posting publicly on the internet. All right, let's just move on to the French Fried Gorl cop drama.
It's an FFG thumbnail, please go look. Oh, maybe I could call the cops right now, actually. I'd love how she thinks that just because it's public, that her putting it as a thumbnail and harassing me on her live stream is not criminal activity. All right, so I'll be calling the cops after this. I'm not afraid for my family. I'm just like, she used a Google photo. Okay. Well, that Google photo, we'll see. You still, the point is you're using it for malicious intent. You just confirm that she has a picture of my mom's. Yeah. So she thinks so people think it's okay for her, just because it's on Google, for her to bring it to the attention to her hateful audience of 4,000 people, where my mom lives, what her house looks like. Great. I'll be calling the cops right now.
I have a question for you, Chantal, since you've brought up your family so much. Here's a question. It's a rhetorical one. Don't worry, I'll answer it. Why is it that I see pictures of your family from your Valentine's Day brunch all over forums? Why is that, Chantal? Whose idea of privacy is that?
It doesn't matter if it's a Google pic. And the Google pic is probably from Kiwi Farms, which is doxing. Exactly. Also, my friend sent me a side-by-side comparison. The Google Earth picture, Google Street picture of my mom's driveway, the snow was different. There was a different color car on the other side.
Yeah, because the Google Earth and the Google Street View pictures are updated all the time, yearly, monthly. You'll have different pictures every year. You didn't know, Chantal, that Google Earth pictures are updated all the time and they take a picture every year? You didn't know that?
So it's not the same. So somebody actually drove by my mom's house and did that. Okay, well, take a screenshot if somebody can, and of the upcoming live, I'm gonna call the cops. It's like, what's your point with this? Do you see what she's like? And you people support this. I'm literally on here talking about my life, eating breakfast, and this lady has the nerve to do that.
Did you not give out private information, for example, about your sister? Tell private stories about your family, including your aunt's name? Did you not post pictures before of your entire family? Did you not do early videos where you showed them? Did you not dox, Chantal, your family's address multiple times? It's like a running joke in the community that anyone at all, whatsoever, anyone at all that gets involved with Chantal is going to be doxxed. She's doxxed so many guys that she was seeing. For example, her ex-non-boyfriend, she doxed his name and then they found him. Like, she gave out all his information. Like I said, it's a running joke in the community that basically anyone that gets involved with her immediately gets doxxed. Chantal, you gave out the majority of your family's information. Now you're upset over a Google picture that Google Earth took. Also, remember this, Chantal. Remember when you were in that drama with French Fried Gorl, if you guys don't know, and I guess like French Fried Gorl was saying that like she had given Chantal a fake phone number, but it was doxed anyways by Chantal, so that, her like ex-non-boyfriend at the time could reach out to French Fried Gorl. My point here is this, Chantal, you're not innocent in any of this. The person, let me put it to you this way, after being a watcher for a long time, the person that has extensively given out your family's information, private information, has been you.
Does anyone know like where she lives?
Isn't this a surprise?
I'm sure the cops will find her.
The absolute irony of the cops being able to find, where French Fried Gorl lives, but the FBI were not able to find where Amberlynn Reed lived and needed to pretty much ask her ex's sister. Does anyone still believe that tale by Hans Christian Andersen that Amberlynn told people? Anyways, I digress. Okay, so you just asked people to pretty much dox French Fried Gorl in your chat. You're so upset that you're being doxed, supposedly, right? You went ahead and you just asked people, where does this woman live? First of all, you're live, Chantal, at that moment when you asked. So people could write her legal name, French Fried Gorl's legal name, and her actual address right in the chat. Would that be okay with you? Also, you know what I don't understand? And this is just from observing for a long time. When people are in a true criminal harassment situation, they don't sit around and blab about it on live stream. They go and do stuff, make moves, not announcements. I've already said that. If you feel that she's harassing you criminally or otherwise, why do you keep threatening to report her? You threaten to report her, you threaten to call the cops. Like, either like do it or stop talking about it. Like, do it or, SAG or get off the pot. Like, I don't understand. Who here actually believes that the cops were called? There is no way that she's going to call the cops on her. First of all, you've straight out slandered her. You have said that French Fried Gorl drove by your mom's house and took pictures and blurred out whatever, the license plate. No, she did not. What would be the point of that when it's clearly a Google Earth picture? You're gonna go sue Google now? I guess you can't, since they pay your bills.
I want to go to your mom's house, but someone else could find it. Exactly. Like, you have, like, people are like actually like, you're accusing her of driving by, you owe them an apology. Excuse me? They were in I can't wait to call the cops. That's not obsessed. Yeah, that's obsessed. She wouldn't be laughing if someone took a picture of her house. Exactly. It's dangerous. Yeah, it is. You're targeting my family. So actually, yeah, that's criminal. criminal harassment. They said that. They're like, whenever you decide you want to do something about it, just give us a call back.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Do you understand how ridiculous this sounds? Oh, the police told you. Well, when you're ready to pursue the criminal harassment, yes, let me grab my permit. Okay, I understand that they would need you to press charges, at least that's how it works in the States. I'm assuming that's similar. I love the word similarly. Look, I have a repeating guy to repeat me. Similarly. Chantal, I'm sorry, I cannot possibly take you seriously here. Let me see if I can understand you properly, Chantal. You said that French Fried Gorl is criminally harassing you, but you've taken all this time not to press charges. Make it make sense. You're telling me that you've already spoken to the cops, and the cops said, well, you know, you're good and ready, pretty much. And you were waiting this whole time to let her really seriously criminally harass you to go after her. Chantal, nobody believes you that you're calling the cops. Nobody believes you that you feel criminally harassed. And if you did, you would have done something by now. Here's what I don't understand. I always say this whenever we talk about this topic. Chantal has gotten other channels demonetized. Barbecue chicken. She reported barbecue chicken, and barbecue chicken, thankfully, is already remonetized. That's not the point. But she's reported other channels for who have done pretty much nothing to her except report on her, right? So my question is, if you feel that French Fried Gorl is like your number one nemesis, why do you keep talking about her and getting her more subscribers and driving more traffic to her channel? Chantal, the more that you talk about this woman, the more subscribers she has, the more people she has in her live streams. If you were really feeling the way that you're telling us that you feel, you would have done something about it. I am not saying that she should, don't get me wrong. What I am saying is that I don't believe anything that you're saying, Chantal. If you were serious about her, you would have done something already. You've reported people for literally just what, like re-uploading your clips without commentary. That, you know, with barbecue chicken, that was the situation. So I just don't believe anything you're saying about French Fried Gorl. If you really felt that she was doing these things, you would have done something about it. Like the absurdity of being like, oh yeah, well the police said, you know, when you're good and ready, and I'm just taking my time. Get a permit, Chantal, seriously. Like, do you expect me to believe anything that you're saying about this topic?
Invasive in my life with proof of it. She's shown up at the thing. She's done many things to be invasive in my life. Are you kidding?
Why did you call her? When you were dating your ex-boyfriend, why did you call her? Because she supposedly had information? It doesn't matter. Why did you call her? Why did you take her up on any conversation that she wanted to have with you? She was a reaction commentator on YouTube. Why'd you call her? Why did you then dox her number? Chantal, the real drama between you guys happened, like it started off back then. Listen, you can make reaction videos to French Fried Gorl if you'd like yourself, or you can handle the situation how you keep lying and saying that you already handled the situation. But at the end of the day, if you want people to ever take you seriously, your word needs to mean something.
Oh, they don't need to see where my mom lives, especially her hate mob. So, anyway, now I have to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, I had so many things to do, and now I have to deal with this real life harassment. She's using her platform to encourage this behavior. Exactly. So I'm going to actually message YouTube again. They were supposed to get back to me. The person I talked to was like, yeah, I just saw her page. It is a hate channel. It's not criticism, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to send it to the internal team. Well, and they're going to get back to you.
How many times have you told us that? Seriously, how many times have you told us that? Why is it that you've been supposedly reporting her for like, what, a year and a half and nothing has happened? All right, people that have over 100,000 followers have a partner manager. Chantal doesn't. So the only person that she could really speak to, I mean, I don't know if she actually was able to get a partner manager or whoever, but the point is, okay, I know that she was talking about some nonsense that she got somebody. Chantal, you opened up the chat box like the rest of us can, okay? And then you supposedly reported her. Look, this is just, listen, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. Everything I've seen, if you would report a person for that long of a time, there would be a response from YouTube. Unless, of course, Chantal, you have been reporting her for a long time, and there has not been a response from YouTube. Look, Chantal, people can only take you seriously if you do what you say you will. We all know you won't. I think my opinion is she doesn't actually report French Fried Gorl because French Fried Gorl keeps her relevant. She's the main person who talks about it all the time, does live streams. And then the other issue is I think Chantal is afraid of the backlash and for this whole reporting thing to backfire and get you and your channel deleted if you touch her channel, because her followers might come after you, meaning your channel. They might come after your channel, and you're scared to really report her. That's my opinion. What do you guys think?
So this is more proof. I'm like, how many times do I have to live streams every day and harassment and lies and bullying and rumors? So she gets people riled up, and then her hate mom, she shows them this information about me and my family. Like, don't worry. No sane person, like, it's Friday at like 2. Are you at your job? No, you're posting pictures of my family's house online. So that's why she's doing it. She's like a child. She's a petulant child who needs to get attention any way they can. So what do you do with children who want attention? You ignore them. So yes. All right. So I'm going to get off here, call the cops, and I'll be back later.
This is how you ignore people. I'd love to see you starve your husband for attention. What are you talking about? You've just derailed your entire live stream and talked about her. Look, here's my personal opinion. I don't suggest like maybe making certain things your thumbnail. I don't really care. Listen, I'm just here to offer commentary. I don't care what other people do. I'm not going to judge other people. I don't suggest doing certain things, but if Chantal admits that, you know, French Fried Gorl is just trying to get a rise out of you, Chantal, then why are you responding? You just said you're going to ignore her after derailing your live stream, not ignoring her, talking numerous times about her, and then saying you're calling the cops. My personal opinion, she did not call the cops. But you know what she did do? I think it's a scared tactic, fear tactic. You know what she did do? She wrote a Hamlet soliloquy, filibuster. She busted out into a filibuster. Here it is. So I'm going to be saying quite a bit here. I really don't feel like going live. I have too much going on, and I'm just done with addressing anything that could potentially fuel this anymore, any attention. You have given this person attention for such a long time that I feel like your whole channel is about French Fried Gorl. That includes any legal actions or reporting with YouTube I have done. I don't believe you. Every single little piece of drama or response or self-defense I communicate with the public online only gives people like FFG more fodder to continue there, and I will not do it. Right, so you mean you just proved what I said was true. You have been fueling the fire. Best way to put out a fire, suffocated. I never have. I have never once instigated HATE against this person. You sure have. 5 seconds ago, you were asking for her docs. Reaction channels and H channels are two different things. I have never made a channel about anyone else, let alone streaming for hours a day about someone targeted.
I'm sorry for people who assume that I'm a good person. I'm a peaceful piece. You're going to be so miserable, and I'm going to love every minute watching you be miserable.
Never, and it will never happen. How is it appropriate for an individual to do the following to another person? Have 3 social media platforms targeting and bullying one person every day, defaming them, never gave 9K to my husband is only one of many lies. Honestly, this is so boring. Do you want me to continue to read? I mean, blah, 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 going to families' homes, showing up in public places where I am. Literally, it was a fashion show that you posted about, that it was open to the public, so she came, If you felt threatened by French Fried Gorl going to the fashion show that you advertised to the public, why did you take this photo with her? If I was somewhere and my biggest hater or somebody that I felt was, what did you say, Chantal, criminally harassing you? If I was in a public place and there was a person that I had felt was criminally harassing me for like a year, I'd never take a picture with them. I'd call the police. Why'd you take a picture? Why'd you take a picture with her? You seemed pretty happy. And I know that Chantal said that French Fried Gorl was nice to her when she went to the fashion show. Have you ever thought about, Chantal, that this is a business, that she is behaving in a way that a business person would in a certain business? She was nice to you when she met you. Her content is a bit different. Have you ever thought that this is a business? She's right on time, right on target. Like, you have to understand, Chantal, this is a business. She's a commentator. She does commentary in a certain way. Chantal, you said yourself she was nice to you. Why didn't you have her arrested right there and there for criminally harassing you? This is all BS. She didn't call the cops on anybody, and she ends this Hamlet soliloquy community page post, if you want to know, trying to say that she will never rage again. Yeah, you didn't call the cops. You're going to rage again. Your whole channel is about French Fried Gorl. I would be concerned about my own marriage if I were you. If I was Foodie Beauty, my honest advice to you, I've always wished everybody all the best that I talk about, despite how abhorrent their behavior is. My advice, worry about your husband. Worry about your marriage. Worry about your life. Don't worry about French Fried Gorl. Sitting around and responding is a waste of time. So, what do you guys think about this drama? Leave it in the comments down below. I wish everyone mentioned all the best. Thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch and spend some time with me. If you enjoyed today's video, check out the video that's popping up here. It's on a similar topic. You may like it. You may not like it. If you don't like it, be a friend and dislike it. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Do you know Foodie Beauty? Why are you walking away so fast? You're walking in uniform?